special episode today. We're going to go through our voicemails. Woo! Horror movie whores. We got you, bro or sis.
Yeah, call into the show at 682-253-4468. And maybe you'll get on a special bonus episode of Horror Movie Talk, I guess. I don't know.
We've got so many voicemails to get through. We couldn't possibly do it in an episode, or else we would have like an episode as long as Terrifier 2. So, without further delay, let's get to our first voicemail. Transcription unavailable, so this might be garbled. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's your boy Bugsy Siegel. You already know I'm calling in from Tampa. Anyways, that new pin raiser, or pin hell, or hellraiser, pin cunt. Pin cunt is what I'm going to stick to. Man, that shit was boring, lame. Oh my God, it's the worst thing I've seen since Prey. Speaking of Prey, I'm not going to go, how the fuck did this bitch heal her leg or whatever and then take on Mortal Kombat style Predator? She couldn't even beat a fucking bear. But Prey sucked. Pin cunt sucked. I'll tell you what, Jeepers Creepers is making $4 million off no marketing, and I heard that movie is fucking terrible, right? But check it out. I went and watched Terrifier 2 in theater, besides a little bit of Mary Sue action at the end because they had to do it in a supernatural bullshit-ass weapon. That movie was fucking vicious, was fucking gruesome. I think it was made for like $250,000, $500,000. It's up to $1 million. They just extended it for like another week or so. Whatever it is, it's theater. I'm telling you right now, if Halloween Ends sucks and isn't good, it is a fucking flop. Besides going crazy, it was going to upset me. Fucking Terrifier 2 right now is by far the horror movie of the year. You got to see T2, not Terminator 2. I actually like Terrifier 2 better than Terminator 2. Hot take, but anyways, much love, Bryce. David Doobie Day. It's your boy Bugsy calling in from Tampa. Your favorite horror movie whore.
Bugsy coming in hot.
What a way to start. What a way to start the show. This is great.
So big shocker, Bugsy liked Terrifier 2. Yeah.
Bugsy, how do you justify the extraordinary long run time of Terrifier 2?
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you. It was fun and funny and totally gruesome and violent, but holy shit, it was long.
Man, we didn't talk about the ending at all of Terrifier 2 in the episode where it's like she just magically gets healed in the water box. I think by the time we got to that, we were all just like, okay, whatever, please just end it. Put us out of our misery.
There was a real Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker thing going on in that movie.
Yeah. Turned out that water box, it wasn't a death trap. It was actually a Bacta tank.
Yeah. Right.
So healed her, and she I have predicted that her wings were going to start working and she was going to fly out with her wings and strike him down like an angel.
Yeah, that movie had a real one of these, I can't remember the name of the the name of the music style, but it's like this 80s techno music,
like
feel.
the EDM stuff.
Yeah, like this. It had this. It felt like it could turn into like a robotic Pegasus sort of like moment at any moment, but it didn't go full that direction.
Yeah, that was one of the tonal, aspects that they never really tried to go hard at. Like they couldn't really quite pull it off.
Right.
Which was kind of like the mythological, magical stuff. And I don't know, did Terrifier try to do that at all? Did it have any kind of mystical or magical qualities for art? Because it wasn't the opening scene. He steals someone's eyeball and puts it in his head.
Oh, mystical or magical qualities for art. Yeah. Yeah. Art seems to be some sort of, something beyond a person, for sure.
Cool. All right. Next caller.
Next call.
I think I got a little worked up and I hit the end button. But overall, not a bad movie.
Oh, no, you got to play the other one first.
I think we played the other one on the episode. Talking about.
I always listen to whenever Beyond the Grave calls. I listen to it as it comes in.
I can't remember what. Oh, this is unfortunate. I can't remember what movie they were talking about.
He was talking about Hellraiser.
Hellraiser? Okay.
Which Bugsy didn't like.
Okay. We'll finish it.
I think I got a little worked up and I hit the end button. But overall, not a bad movie. I'm excited about where they're going to take this whole mythology. This different steps to the box is cool. Yeah, they did not enough nudity. Yeah, we saw the very top of that guy's thick shaft, but and then when they did the peel back shot, I thought I was going to see like a bifurcated dick. No, they really cleaned it up. Looked like he was wearing a fucking muscle tissue diaper or something.
Muscle tissue diaper.
I guess that's it for today. And you guys were talking about. I think I wrongly assumed you said that straight guys date straight guys all the time. I thought that's what this podcast was. I guess I was misinformed. Anyway, Halloween's coming up. Spooky, 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 dooky, spooky. Woo! Bye.
What did he say? He was mistaken. He thought this podcast was?
Well, he said that, I think in one of the episodes we talked about how, straight guys, it's completely normal for straight guys to date straight guys. That happens all the time.
I mean, that's definitely what's going on between you and me.
Well, no, see, I disagree. We've never, just for the record, we've never dated. Like, we prefer to keep that will they, won't they energy. It is really what props up the energy of horror movie talk. So
yeah, that's true. I really think I could hang out with Beyond the Grave. I like his takes. I like his energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Halloween.
That was one of the things about Hellraiser that I don't think I talked about as much. That it was something that bothered me a lot was the design of the Cenobites. Like,
you talked about it.
It didn't look real.
It didn't look real, and it looked like
he said the right way to put it was it looks like a muscle tissue diaper. Just look like they're wearing a costume, and they didn't make it look like real skin. It was and they didn't make it goopy. Like, that was one of the main features of Hellraiser.
Where's the goop?
Where's the goop? Like, all you had to do was add goop to the Cenobites, and it would have looked real. So, anyways, he's not done. He goes on. Oh wait,
he continues. No. Go ahead.
One more thing. I think you guys should do a game of call in with your dream design Cenobite character. Like, I think it would be funny if there was a Cenobite who was always in pain, on the verge of I have a really bad UTI, or I'm on the verge of fucking shitting my pants because my stomach hurts so bad. And how the wheezing guy is ugh. They're just oh shit, every 5 minutes. Anyway, just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, just a Cenobite where they don't have a shower after sex and they get UTIs constantly.
And then the one who's got his both hands over his butt,
right,
and is hunched over and is ooh,
and he's dancing around. He's he's his back is arched because he's trying to squeeze so hard.
Little gasping farts coming out of all over. Ooh. That's
a good
funny.
question. Do Cenobites shit? I don't know if that's canon or not.
Well, I mean, dude, pleasure and pain. Are you kidding me? Yes, they shit. Shitting is pleasure and pain. If you're doing it right.
Didn't one of them have their mouth sewed shut? How could he shit?
Well, that's part of. It's part. That would be hell, not eating and still having to shit.
Anyways, he brings up a lot of good points.
I liked my idea of a Cenobite that's just a giver. That's just made of dicks, and the other Cenobite that's just a taker, and they're always just doing stuff together.
I'd make a Cenobite where it's just made from like hangnails being pulled, and then it just rips up the whole
Oh.
entirety of the arm. Like they're all like
Ooh.
ripped up, and it all sources from a hangnail that they pulled. And they have those like, you know, their lips are split just on just a little bit on the corners.
Yeah, Carmex is always just out of reach.
They just like, they want it to heal, but then they go to talk, or like they have a surprised expression. They're like, God damn it, not again. It's gonna be 5 more days before it heals. Fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, another call from Bugsy.
It's your boy Bugsy. Bugsy Siegel calling in from Tampa, and this is my Halloween Ends rant. Had a bunch of clip notes written down, but I just want to say, man, fuck Jamie Lee Curtis for her taking the series, franchise, whatever you want to call it, in the direction that she has. You know, David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, they were probably going to make it amazing. They signed her on. She's the breadwinner, etc. So it's just a cunt fest now, you know. Fuck that Corey Cunningham guy. Literally the worst thing I've ever seen in a Halloween movie was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 when they made Michael Myers talk. Yeah, this movie shows Corey Cunningham literally strong arm, like, I need this. Like, it's fucking Grand Theft Auto with carjacked guy. He stole his mask, didn't even need a weapon, like, literally went down and made Myers look like a little bitch. You know, the best kill in the movie wasn't even Myers. It was Corey. It doesn't even fucking count. He probably has like 1.5, 2 kills in his movie, fucking Michael Myers. Anyways, I'm giving this movie a fucking 3 out of 10, and that is being fucking gracious. It is by far the worst film in the new trilogy. They built him up to be evil, transcends, etc. The more he kills, and then he's some fucking super boogeyman. Then this bitch just goes to the fucking sewer to fucking die. Fuck Halloween Ends. It fucking sucks. Halloween 18 was okay. The ending was kind of like, Halloween Kills was kind of like, what the fuck, you know, in between, etc. Halloween Ends just dropped the fucking ball. I really hope they reboot the franchise in 2028, starring Danielle Harris for the 40th anniversary of Halloween 4, my favorite of the franchise, which will mark the 50th anniversary of Halloween, 78, the original. Maybe just give Jamie Lee Curtis a bullshit 30-second cameo. Be done with her. But anyways, fuck Halloween Ends. I love you. Bryson David Day. It's your boy Bugsy, your favorite horror movie whore, calling in from Tampa, Florida. Fuck Halloween Ends.
It's shocking that he didn't like it. Like,
he salt and peppers in some sanity with some of that insanity,
right.
Which is like, I feel like he's blaming the characters.
Yeah. Like, shots fired at Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, how dare Jamie Lee Curtis exist in this movie?
But not just Jamie Lee Curtis, like the actual characters in the movie. You know, like, you know, Mike. I didn't like the direction Michael took this one, and it's like,
right. He's
a character in the movie. No, you need to be blaming David Gordon Green.
Right,
he did bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, definitely one of Halloween's biggest proponents, biggest fans is Bugsy, and you all have, if you've listened to Horror Movie Talk to any degree, you know that. I'd say he's the voice of Halloween, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd say that fits.
Okay, next caller.
I gotta do better. All right, let's go. You
asked it's CJ.
This. I didn't want to bring out the big guns, but here it is.
Oh,
would you rather have sex with your girlfriend in your mom's body, or have sex with your mom in your girlfriend's body? There it is, boys. Figure that one out. Later.
I mean, this is so easy, right?
I don't know.
Your wife in your mom's body, obviously. Obviously. I mean, this is almost, it's like the fantasy come true.
It's pretty Jesus. We just found out something.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the obvious choice. It's the obvious choice.
Yeah, but then you're
going to have sex with your actual mom?
Yeah, but you're having sex with their body, though. So, like, you actually... Okay, so here's the caveat. You just turn the lights completely off. Just like...
No.
Draw the curtains
black. See, you're always doing this. You're always doing this with these games. You like try and find the loophole. No, that's not the game. The game is do the game. Do the game.
Yeah, I don't want to see my mom's I don't want to see my mom naked and fuck
That's
her body.
the point of the question.
I know.
That's the point.
Yeah, so you get
can't
around it by closing
circumvent
the
the point. No, the
Sure you
point is no, you don't get to. That's not the exercise. The exercise isn't find a way to game the game. It's a thought experiment to see which one makes you less uncomfortable.
I love how upset you get with me finding loopholes.
Well,
Yeah,
because
I would
you
do-
just don't,
I
because
would
it's
do the
cheating.
first
I
one.
don't like cheaters.
It's not cheating.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I would do the
It
first
ignores.
one and close my eyes the entire time.
So Bryce would rather not answer the question and pussy out. That's the real answer there. Bryce is pussying out from answering your question. CJ, you did better. Thank you for putting Bryce in such a spot that he can't even answer your question.
Well, at least I didn't fuck my mom's body.
Well, you did. It's just with the lights off. You still did.
I mean,
yeah. So you just lost twice.
Okay, well, at least I didn't see my mom naked. So
who hasn't? Everybody has, right? That's the rule.
I don't think I've seen my mom naked.
1,000 times you have.
No.
In your mind. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
I think I know. Okay.
Hi, it's from Beyond the Grave. I'm calling because this weekend I went to see Terrifier 2. Sold out. So, split second, I said, okay, I'll see Halloween Ends. You know, I didn't see that first one of the reboot. I saw Halloween Kills on the interwebs, and I was like, it wasn't that good. This was fine, you know. It was a good movie, you know, but I just want to say I haven't had a movie theater experience in a very long time. I don't know what the fuck is going on with people, but children running up and down the aisles, everyone speaking nonstop during the meetings. I know. This is coming from someone who doesn't shut the fuck up when we're watching a movie, but I know when to shut the fuck up and fucking listen. Children, people, I don't know how it's possible. Walking in front of the projector at all hours of the night. How? These people must have been 8 feet tall or something. Blocking my screen. 2 tickets, I paid $35. You're going to pay that much money and you're just going to be running around, screaming? What are you bringing your 8-year-old kids to the ooky spooky bloody movie for? They don't care. Are they fans of Jamie Lee Curtis? They don't know. They've never even seen fucking Freaky Friday. Jodie Foster wannabes. Oh, God. I didn't even get popcorn there. I had a rice bowl, but I didn't bring it into the theater. I ate it beforehand because I'm polite. Anyway, everyone, go to the movies and just sit down. Let's all just have a good time.
Man, amen.
Yeah. So he brought up Freaky Friday, and I just thought of a great Would You Rather.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Freaky Friday, for the chillins that don't know, it was Jodie Foster, a young Jodie Foster, swapping bodies with her mother. Jamie Lee Curtis. No, that's not right. That can't be right.
Yeah, just like CJ's setup for the question that
So they swap bodies, the mother and the daughter. Okay. Would you rather Freaky Friday into your mom and have to fuck your dad, or would you rather Freaky Friday into your dad and have to fuck your mom?
That's somehow worse. Yeah, because it's CJ's setup. At least I liked one of the people,
right?
No matter what. Okay, you go first because you wouldn't answer the other one.
It's a real Sophie's choice. See,
Oh,
Wow, this is a
God.
really hard one.
Bryce, this is so vile. Gonna have to have some smelling salts here. Ugh.
I'm okay. I think for science, I
Yeah.
couldn't turn up the opportunity to experience what it's like to be in a woman's body,
Ew.
especially
Oh.
while having sex. And so I think I would.
You get to have your dad back too, so it's a win-win.
Oh, yes, exactly. I'd be like, Dad, you're back. I love you, and I miss you so much.
Oh my God.
That fuck me in my pussy. Yeah, it's the best of both worlds. I'd have my dad back, be able to talk to him. Probably when he's in his best mood ever, and then I'd also be able to experience a female orgasm, and I'd be like, yeah, that's you'd be able to know which is better. So, assuming my dad
man,
can
this is so
bring it,
gross.
The drawbacks is like, what if your dad
Don't let me down, Dad.
what if
You
your dad is
keep-
really bad, and then you lose respect for him forever?
Keep being that legend you are in my head.
Yeah,
Don't let me down.
yeah.
Oh,
So
don't let me down.
yeah,
Ugh.
then you'll know, like, are you a better fucker than your dad? And that question would just be solved. You'd have your answer. Okay,
A question
what's your answer?
Never asked and hopefully never answered. No, the opposite. I would want to be my dad. But just barely. Like, not. This is so terrible. This is the most vile question ever asked in a horror movie talk. Congratulations. It's so gross. Let's continue. Ugh. My God, I gotta get that taste out of my mouth.
You really, really want to fuck your mom, is what I'm understanding. So, yeah. Moving on.
I was forced to in both scenarios either way. There was no choice. And I don't like my dad very much at all, so that's just obvious.
So you wouldn't want to bring him pleasure. That makes sense.
Right. Ugh. But what if you were your mom and you were saying to your dad, "Please, no, don't." Okay, let's just.
Oh wow. Oh.
Let's just move on. This is horrible. I hate it.
Okay, if you were your dad and fucking your mom, what would you do with her? Like, what would be your moves?
I would definitely open up the Horror Movie Talk voicemail and play the next message by Robert the Farter.
I wonder if just a hand job would count. Could you just ask your mom for a hand job and that would count as that would be the loophole for me. Okay, moving on. Robert the Farter.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Robert the Farter. So, watch Halloween Ends. And actually, just in case anybody who's listening doesn't want to hear spoilers for Halloween Ends, then I wouldn't listen to this call. Just fair warning. But, man, Halloween Ends. I was going in expecting, I probably shouldn't have been expecting as great as what I was expecting, but I was expecting an awesome way to end the series, and that's not what I got. Instead, what I got was this random curly-haired glasses guy that nobody cares about, and I didn't even care about him enough to remember his name. So you just get to see this guy running around killing people. We want to see Michael Myers. We don't care about this random guy. I think that that sucked. I will say though, there were a few creative kills, like the DJ who got his tongue chopped off and then the tongue was spinning around on the record. That was pretty cool. Also, there was a cool end fight with Laurie and Michael, which was pretty cool. I don't really like how it ended though. A lot of people think that kind of Michael's, like, his soul, like, part of him is the mask. So that's why at the very end it shows the mask. So it's like he died, but did he actually die? You know, so that was okay. But overall, I think it was pretty though. And yeah, so this is a Robert Farter. I'm out, boys.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a big disappointment, and for all the reasons he mentioned. Well put, Robert. It's just what are you doing? What it I don't really have words beyond that. It was yeah. What do you think? I don't know. Like,
I mean, we had a whole episode on it. We talked about what we thought about Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Next caller.
Glittercore here. I have a question. I just got done listening to the Afterpod for Halloween Ends, and you guys were talking about amount of listeners per month, things like that, and you keep mentioning the word downloads, like how many downloads per month you get. I never actually download an episode to listen to it. I just push play on Patreon or Spotify. Should I be downloading the episode to get you guys more numbers or credit or something like that? I'm not familiar with how that works, but if that's the case, then I will download every fucking episode you have on every platform that I have access to. So just let me know. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Yeah, thanks, Glittercore. Yeah, downloads is just kind of like
also
the way that
if you press play, you also have downloaded it.
On Spotify. It'll count it as a download, through Spotify. Patreon would be the exception. Patreon isn't connected to our metrics. So yeah, if you're a patron, you get early access to the episodes, and it's fine. If none of our patrons downloaded our episodes off of the regular feed, it's not going to make a huge impact because it's not a huge percentage of our listenership.
If anybody wants, if anybody wants to, like Glittercore, help out the show. I mean, really, the two big ones are right now are and always will be for at least this first one is share it with a friend. That's a big one. And then also subscribe to us on YouTube in addition to, whatever podcast platform you listen to the show on. Apart from that, you're good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're listening, then that's all we care about. The stats are just stats, and we don't even have any idea of how accurate they are. But I mean, the core technology of audio podcasts since the beginning has been you have the file hosted somewhere, and then the RSS feed is basically the podcast. And so all the other places that you get it from, like Apple Podcasts or Android or Overcast or whatever podcast platform you're using, are just accessing that RSS feed, and so you know where to download it. So so whether you're listening to it streaming or downloading, it counts as the same. So okay,
well, it gets downloaded if you do press play.
Right.
It's still downloading, and it's just a different version of download. It's as you go.
Right.
Hey guys, it's Jamie from Ohio. I just want to say thanks for doing what you do. My boyfriend committed suicide back in May, and I work alone, and I found you guys. So it really helped me stay afloat. Anyways, I'm mostly calling because I am one of those crazy diehard Halloween fans, or I should say was, until this last one. So I just listened to your episode on that, and it was a fucking travesty. Oh my god. I'm like fan. Anyways, I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I don't fucking remember. It's fucking snowing here. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day and keep doing what you're doing. Love you guys.
Hey, Jamie, thanks for calling in. She's from Ohio. I wonder how close to Destin she is. We've got a couple listeners from Ohio that I think they've done a couple things together, at least gone to some conferences and seen each other. So, sorry to hear about your boyfriend. That's that's rough. I can't imagine going through that. I can imagine committing suicide, but not being the person that has someone committing suicide around. It's probably, what keeps me from actually seriously considering it. But depression is a hell of a thing, and it's always tragic when people feel like they're in so much pain that there's no other outlet. And I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're doing well. Glad that we add a little levity to your day, and that's a weird thing, and it's hard to wrap my mind around every time. Just when people say, like, they listen to us and it feels like, it helps them feel better, or helps them feel like, lifts their spirits or gets them through the day, or whatever. And it feels like I don't appreciate it enough, and I don't see what the responsibility of bearing that is, because we're just two friends making dick jokes for an hour and a half every week, and somehow that helps people, which is kind of amazing. So hope we can continue doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, I'd just like to say that I'm very happy we can help you out and be there for you. And if you ever want to reach out to us and chat on, Instagram or something like that, do so. Nobody's alone, and everybody, just remember that it's the bad times in life that make the good times worth living. You don't have anything to contrast against to know what's good until you know what's bad. And so it'll get better. Just keep that in mind, and you're not alone. And, reach out to friends and family and us, if you need help, because everybody's there for you.
Okay, next caller.
Horror movie talk! Hey, fellas. Long-time listener, first-time caller, finally a whore. I'm Mike Cangelosi from New Jersey, also known as the Kanji Man, and today I'm calling with a question for you guys. In your personal opinion, which of the 3 werewolves in the silver screen were actually the scariest, and why? Was it the Wolfman from the Monster Squad, who definitely does have nards? Or was it the Wolfman from the movie The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, who was trying to give his big, hairy meat stick to his sister-in-law throughout the whole movie? Or was it the Wolfman from the movie Wolf with Jack Nicholson, who was pumping big, white, frothy loads into Michelle Pfeiffer? Well, let me know, and talk to you guys soon. Burp, fart, Kegel noise.
Kegel noise.
Okay,
so which of these movies have you seen, if any?
None.
Okay.
No, I guess I've seen Monster Squad.
I've seen Monster Squad. I have not seen Wolfman from 2010 with Benicio del Toro, or I think it's Wolf from like early 90s with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
I
don't feel qualified. I'm not qualified.
Yeah,
let's get it to the listeners. Why don't you just go on Facebook and answer, like, which Wolfman is the best Wolfman? We'll leave it at that.
It can't be the Monster Squad one, right? He's goofy. Monster Squad isn't scary.
Yeah.
Because he's asking which of the 3 which is the scariest was his question. So yeah, not Monster Squad, I'm guessing.
Yeah. All right, next caller.
Hey guys, this is Anne-Soros from Finland, of course. This is a super short message. I just wanted to say that I love the bubble sounds that indicate the points for each movie. Oh, I can't do it. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about. You know, the bubble sounds.
You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I can't do it. Anyway, Thank you for that. That was a great idea. Okay. Good day. I said good day.
I said good day.
Yeah, that's one of the many flares that Fart Simpson adds to the podcast. Like, whenever he,
Dude, killing it.
Yeah, he's killing it on it. I think he actually borrowed that from the Tim Heidecker on cinema at the cinema
at the cinema, yeah.
episodes where they do like 5 popcorns out of 6 popcorns or whatever. But yeah, it's great. I watched the last episode on YouTube, and like he just brought it with the clips and like the just perfectly timed pictures that he would add to our commentary. It really does add a lot, and I'm glad that like he's able to contribute creatively to the podcast. He really adds a lot. So I mean, again, go to YouTube to see what we're talking about, because it is a different experience watching it on YouTube than it is just listening to it. And you can do both. I mean, you can listen to it while you're working about your day, but maybe just go to YouTube to find those moments where you can tell there's a visual joke. Yeah, check it out.
What up, YouTube? What up?
I don't know if we played this already or not.
Yeah, no, we haven't. The second one.
This is Anasaurus again.
Hey guys, this is Anasaurus again. I forgot to update you on my dating life. Haven't done that in a while. So I met somebody new on Facebook dating, and I'm seeing him on Halloween. We have a lot in common, and yes, seeing him on Halloween because he loves Halloween, and he's a horror movie freak, and series marathon freak, and like we have so much in common, and he's awesome and hot and everything, and I'm really like hoping this is something good. Okay, great. So that's it. So keep your fingers crossed, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. I think. I hope that there'll be something to update on. Okay, great. Good day. I think good day. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Anasaurus she's been bringing up her dating status for a while now. She wants love, and it's hard to find out there in the cold of Finland. And
there's lots of hot singles in her area, I would assume.
I wonder if in Finland, like those ads are like lots of cold singles in your area. Well, that's good news. I'm glad that he likes horror movies and Halloween. You can introduce him to Horror Movie Talk, of course. In which case, seems like a pretty good avenue to get new listeners. If I'm to be honest, I don't know if I want her to have a long-term relationship.
What do you mean?
Well, if she just pops that pussy and gets us a ton of listeners, by introducing him to Horror Movie Talk. That benefits us.
I'm going to have to pump the brakes on this one and just say, I do not, that is a bad idea. I think Bryce is way out of line, and I would never. Anasaurus is a sweetheart, and you need to check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. I said, good day, sir.
No, Anna, we love Anna.
I said good day.
She's been a good, like a fantastic supporter of the podcast since she started listening. And yeah, I really want her to find her one, because that's really what she wants. Hope this guy's not another horror story. Next.
It's your boy Bugsy Siegel. If I don't sound well, it's because I'm under the weather. I think I might have COVID for the third time. But anyways, super congratulations. I'm so proud of you guys. You got James, Jude, Courtney, Michael Myers himself on the show. Go ahead and pat yourselves on the back. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. That's so cool. Yeah, they were band geeks in the movie that were the bullies. They actually mentioned that they wanted to get beer because they've been practicing and they're in the band. They said they were in the marching band. So they were marching band geeks. And yeah, how Jamie Lee Curtis dealt with PTSD in this movie is like, that's not a real thing. The writing in this movie, you know, it dropped the ball. I'm really happy to see you guys gave it a 3 and a 4. By far the worst Halloween movie in the franchise. It should be on Lifetime. It should be PG-13. This is an after-school special. But I just wanted to call and celebrate you guys because that's so cool that you actually got James Jude Courtney on the show. Much love, Bryce and David Day. It's your boy Bugsy calling it. And also, by the way, next time we'll probably get a Halloween movie will be in 2028, which marks the 50th anniversary of Halloween 78 and the 40th anniversary of Halloween 4, my personal favorite. What do you guys think? Did you hear about how Jamie Lee Curtis, Danielle Harris, and Scout Compton finally met Jamie Lee Curtis on the red carpet for the premiere of Halloween Ends? And she literally gave them the cold shoulder, didn't even act like she knew who they were. I mean, if nobody's going to say it, I'm going to say it. Fuck Jamie Lee Curtis. I love you guys. I love you, whores. It's your boy Bugsy.
So is he manufacturing some sort of beef between Danielle Harris and Jamie Lee Curtis, or maybe just pointing out the fact that there might be beef there?
I think he's mad that Jamie Lee Curtis gave Danielle Harris the cold shoulder, whatever that means.
I mean, it could be that Jamie Lee Curtis just doesn't really know who Danielle Harris is. I mean,
what?
You know, I mean, she might know who she is.
How could that be possible?
She might know who she is, but not know her. You know, you look past somebody and you go, well, I've never met that person before. And I don't know, maybe reading a lot of weird intent into the whole thing doesn't seem necessarily necessary.
Right.
All
right.
Horror movie talk. What's up, fellas? This is Mike Cangelosi from Jersey, aka the Kanji Man. I'm just calling to tell you guys are doing a fantastic job, fantastic show. Do you have a question for Bryce, though? Last episode was Dog Soldiers, and you gave it a 7. What were you thinking, man? Jesus. You gave 13 Ghosts barely a rating, but you give Dog Soldiers a 7? Because they take Lucky from Lucky Charms and the Wolf from Cookie Crisp, put it in a movie, and you're like, balanced breakfast for me. What's going on, dude? But no worries, I still love you, kids. So here's a question for both of you. So let's say your wife brings home a Mogwai, and she's all about it. She's like, this is the best pet for the family. And now you have a Mogwai in your house. You know the rules. You can't feed it after midnight, keep it out of sunlight, and don't get it wet. Diggity. A Mogwai lives up to 100 plus years because they're little furry beasts of burdens. So the question is, in your lifespan, with this Mogwai in your house, do you think you could keep it a Mogwai? Or what's the ETA to your epic failure and you have gremlins running everywhere? Please let me know. Burp, fart, eagle noise.
I think you could keep it. I think you have to be a little brutal. Like, you'd have to keep it contained, so as to not get it exposed to water. The question about not eating after midnight was always a confusing one because how long after midnight? Till sunrise?
What does that mean? It's always after midnight.
It's always
somewhere.
after midnight.
When does after midnight end?
Yeah. So that's a hard one. But yeah, I mean, if he got wet, I mean, how fast did the gremlin, they start out as Mogwai, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't seem that hard to herd them up and, get them all together when they're still cute and furry. And then you would just have to smother them all. You'd put them in a big sack, and throw them into the river, and
No, you can't throw them into the river. What are you, crazy?
We can't do that. It'll explode the bag. Yeah, what would happen if a Mogwai was swimming? It would just fill up the ocean with Mogwai?
Yeah. There's a lot of questions involved in gremlins. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, you would just kill all the offspring. That's what you do.
You just put them in a pillowcase and get a big hammer and
you do the Jason from, was it Jason X? where you just put him in the
the
sleeping bag and just whack him against the tree.
You know, I had a sad thing happen the other day, and my bird was not doing well, and he's a parakeet, and I didn't want him to continue suffering. I live in a place where it's very hard to get a vet. We're far away from stuff, and so I had to put him down myself. And after doing so, my wife got home from the store. I did it while they were gone, and I told my wife, I was like, you know, I had to put Fiddle down. And she goes, "Oh, how'd you do it?" I heard her say, "How'd you do it?" But what she actually asked was, "How are you doing?" And I just went like this. She goes, "Not how did you do it?" I was like, our pets' heads are falling off. So anyway.
Did you try to sell it to a blind boy afterwards?
I didn't. We live far away from blind
pretty
boys.
Bird.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, that's
sad.
I'm sorry.
But that's how you do it with the Mogwai. No.
Okay.
Next call.
Horror movie talk.
Oh, that's the one we just did.
Hey, it's from Beyond the Grave. I can't believe how blessed I feel that Hulu's just releasing all this. I don't know if they're releasing, putting up all this stuff for me. That Barbarian, that Fresh, that Hellraiser, that Crimes of the Future's on there now.
Yeah.
All at my fingertips. But Fresh and Barbarian, what I'm taking away from both, I'm seeing a trend, is a lot of this, I think it's like a late stage feminism where it's like men ain't shit. Like, there's no room for gray area, even though there was kind of that gray area with Justin Long where he was like, you know, I'm a good person, but sometimes good people do bad things. But, you know, as we kept going along in that movie, you were like, oh, no, you're a little bitch the whole time. You've been that bitch. Still that bitch. But it's all good. It's good. No one really talked about that big titty lady, the hanging boob tall lady. She ripped off that homeless guy's arm and just beat the shit out of him with it. Where's she getting all this strength? Is that what inbred people do? They're strong?
Yes. Yeah, you know, I thought Barbarian handled the feminism aspect actually pretty well. It made it ambiguous because it was, I think it was kind of from the point of, the first part of the movie was from the point of the view of the young lady whose name I can't recall, kind of, you know, she was kind of our protagonist, and there was just a lot of question around Skarsgård, you know, it was like, oh, that capable of danger. But I thought it handled the whole thing pretty. I really appreciated kind of how gray it left everything. I thought it was a pretty good one. But and then the scumbag was just a scumbag, right? But you got to be. I mean, if you're smaller than both, then you got to be kind of skeptical of both, right? You can. It'd be weird to be a woman and to walk into a room and just see every man as a threat. And I don't know if that's necessarily every woman's truth, but it could potentially be some women's truth. And that's a scary concept, you know, especially given a lot of the guys that I know. But I don't know. How did it strike you there, Bryce?
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's, you know, good that they separated out the two male characters as like one being very questionable and you don't know and it's very vague, and then Justin Long's character, it's like, no, it's pretty plain that he's obviously a bad dude and a misogynist, but they even and they slow play it enough to where it's not you get enough like kind of the dog whistles of what a douchebag would say about a situation. You'd be like, oh yeah, he's not thinking about this right, you know. Just the fact
Yeah.
that he's like, I can't believe what that bitch is doing to me. It's like,
Yeah,
there's a part of it where like, yeah, it could be a misunderstanding, but also if you use the the attitude of, I don't know.
Well,
I think they did it well.
I think you can tell a lot about people by their reaction to this kind of thing. I've been listening to some podcasts on Barbarian, and some women I've heard some people say, he totally Skarsgård totally gaslights her about the basement, and this is another really skillful shot, another really skillful scene in my opinion, because it gives you the option to see what you want to see out of the whole thing, right? Which is, if you want to see a man quote unquote gaslighting a woman, you can see that in that scene. But if you're looking at it from the point of view of the Skarsgård, he's just being like, what are you talking about? This seems so innocuous here. How could that be? What are you talking? I'm just, look, I just want to know. And of course, someone who's always looking for some sort of microaggression is going to find a fucking microaggression wherever they can. So I thought it was a really cool movie because it leaves it open. It kind of lets you see what kind of person you're talking to when they describe the movie to you, which I think is pretty cool. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I think the main difference between there's obviously real reason why women have a latent fear of men. And I think it's like men have experienced men being aggressive and threatening, and it's frightening. But not all men try to be nice to us before that happens. You know, it's not all men are trying to impress other men and then something sets them off, where it's like, so you can't tell which one. Like for men, it's easy to tell which guys are the obvious aggro douchebags. You know,
I can tell
in a bar.
I can tell right out the gate. But I couldn't hear most of what you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I couldn't hear most of what you said because you started your sentence with "not all men," and that's a dog whistle for me. So I'm just going to focus on the fact that you said a phrase that I don't like.
And for women, it's like they're meeting some of those aggro douchebags in a way that the aggro douchebags have created a character to not show that part of themselves until too late. So I get it. There's a reason why, you know, women have their hackles raised around guys being nice to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up.
Hey, what's up, you boys? I just got done listening to the Dog Soldier episode, and I just had a call.
I think he follows what's up.
Yeah.
Manny, and I just got done listening to the Dog Soldier episode, and I had to call you guys just after hearing my voice. And all I gotta say that I am sorry that I talk a lot. Like, I just been told at work that I just really say things a lot faster. And then whenever I call you guys, I just have so much to say. And so, you know, my bad. I try to slow it down for you guys. But either way, David, I'll be contacting you soon about that. And Bryce, more like David. I'm not a high schooler like I wish I was. You know, I graduated 2 years ago, and Bryce, you said pubic hair. I would honestly be down for that because my shit can get really itchy, and then, you know, like, it'll be more better to have it than you. So I'll definitely be hitting you guys, both of you guys up for that. So love you guys. I love you guys, and rock on.
I love that our fans are so cool. Yeah. Like, Manny's just a cool cat, dude. First of all, dude, don't apologize for speaking a lot. Like, that's what this is about. You got to call and talk. So
you're great.
Get it.
You're great.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Any jest we have is in love, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Last caller. This was just from last Friday. Or from yesterday, I guess.
That's right.
Hey, it's Robert the Farter. Listening to your Critters review. Again, because I heard the early access one for being on Patreon. Every time you guys played that clip, don't do this, Derek. Listen to your friend, Billy Zane. He's a cool dude. Bro, I was just laughing out loud, bro. That movie is so quotable. Anyways, I just wanted to say thanks for all the content you guys give. I usually just listen to you guys. It helps me get through the day. I usually play Doom or Dead by Daylight while I listen to you guys. And it's just nice. It's a great podcast. Love you. It's Robert the Farter.
Yes. Thank you, Robert. What a great way to end up the episode.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, Robert, we should play Dead by Daylight together. I don't know how you play it and listen to a podcast. It's so much audio necessary in that game, but I'll play that game with you. And so, hit us up. I don't know what kind of gates of hell I just opened.
Well, now I've got my whole setup now, so I'm like, I've got my streamer set up with my GoPro and my light and my green screen. It's like, why am I not on Twitch?
Yeah, you got that stream button thing, little button presser drop deal. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Keep calling us. We love answering your questions. And I mean, for example, would we have ever gotten to the Freaky Friday would you rather question without, being inspired by your calls? So, people that don't listen to these voicemail episodes or skip it in the podcast episodes, you're missing out. That's just all there is to it.
Obviously. All
right. We love you all. We'll see you on Wednesday for our next actual episode. Bye-bye.
Bye. We love you. Bye.